Yo, 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 yo,
Yo,
yo.
yo, yo, yo. What is up, everybody? It is Max from MJC Sports. I'm here on a beautiful Sunday night with my co host, Juan. How are you, sir?
I'm doing absolutely amazing, Max.
Sorry, I knew I could fluster you a little bit. I saw my opportunity. I had to take it. I don't get many of them.
It was take
The
two.
Raiders didn't play this week, so I had to, do something.
W. W's in the chat for the Raiders.
Yeah.
Or L's. We probably lost to the bye week as well. But
W's in the shot.
yeah.
Spam
Look,
them.
it's a win for me because I don't have to stress about the Raiders this weekend. It was very nice to wake up and not be like, my Sunday's going to feel fucked because I'm going to watch a terrible team play football.
Oh.
I only got to watch the Tennessee Titans watch the horrible play today. So that's a good one for us.
No. Hold on. Tennessee Titans, you suck, but there's a lot of bad football this week. The Saints.
Pretty
who
bad.
else? Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So if there was a week to not watch football, like let's say like we got something going on with the girlfriend, with the wife, parents, sister,
not
whatever.
not girlfriend for me.
Yeah.
But Juan, I feel like we could have taken our bye week this week.
Yeah, most definitely. This was a great bye week to have. Not a lot.
Honestly,
went
on. I think we just do it now. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been lovely for this minute 30. Oh, we have Lakers Corner. Austin Reeves, 50-point
we'll
game.
definitely do Lakers Corner at the end. We'll do that. NBA season in full steam, so we'll do Lakers Corner. Let's start off with Sunday though. Okay, I would say the most marquee game of the week. I would
saying
go
saying a lot right there. One.
Yeah, I don't. Man,
you're telling me
Broncos.
You weren't just glued to the TV for Bucks versus the Saints. You weren't glued to it. Come on.
The afternoon games were absolutely terrible. I think that was the worst slate of afternoon games in a minute.
Hold on. The morning games there was like only a couple watchable games. It was. Yeah. I mean, somehow the best game of the week was Jets and Bengals.
Okay, so let's say
wasn't on my bingo card.
Let's F the games. Okay, F the games.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just talk about what's going on currently. So the number 1 seed is the Indianapolis Colts, 7-1. Do you feel any differently this week than you did last week?
No, I feel even like better about them, don't you?
Yeah. I want to have the conversation. I know we're gonna make a video midweek, but I still think we should have the conversation for the people that watch the full podcast. Jonathan Taylor, Max, he is having an absolute crazy year. I think it's one of the LaDainian Tomlinson, Adrian Peterson type of seasons. Just to read off his stats.
Last year.
He's first in rushing yards, 850 rushing yards, 12 touchdowns. He's averaging almost 6 yards per carry, Max.
Yeah, 5.9.
I mean, dude, he
had 12 for 150 today.
He has more rushing touchdowns.
Hey. Raiders, 17 carries for 66 yards. Let's go. That's a dub, Raiders.
Yeah, it's a dub. But I mean, Taylor, man, what do you got to say about this, Max? Does he have a chance to win MVP from the season that he's doing?
No, unfortunately not. I would love to say yes.
But no quarterback is having a crazy year. Like Baker's kind of cooled down. We'll see what Patrick does on Monday.
I agree, but it's not going to happen. Like I would love for it because, like last year, Saquon Barkley's year was magical, right? Derrick Henry had a magical year with the Titans and had a magical year, and he got Offensive Player of the Year. We have to face the reality. It's like the NBA. It's just the best quarterback on the best team, unfortunately. But I mean, let's not take away from what he's doing. He's the best back in football. He's so explosive. And I feel like we kind of saw this right before he got that big contract, right? And then we kind of just saw like some really weird years. And it's not all on him, right? It's like you have the Carson Wentz year, Phillip Rivers. It was literally like teams were like, okay, we play the Colts. We literally just have to stop Jonathan Taylor and let the quarterbacks just make their mistakes, right? That was it. Now that like Daniel Jones has shown to be more than capable, you can't just stack the box against the Colts. They will win with the passing game. And by turn, an effect of that is what, Juan? Look how open the running lanes are. That offensive line has bounced back in a big way. And I think both of us kind of have to eat some crow. They lost 2 starters. We were kind of like, yeah, like we know you got Rain Man, we know you got Braden Smith, Quentin Nelson, but I mean, Will Fries and Ryan Kelly were two of the premier players at their positions, and just to do what they're doing, and I don't want to just say it's all Jonathan Taylor because that offensive line is opening up the holes, right? And Jonathan Taylor is making the most of it. And this is the type of year like we saw with the Giants and Saquon Barkley. It's like, hey, Saquon Barkley is one super talented, right? But you don't have the offensive line. It's hard. It's hard for these guys to just get hit in the backfield all the time. Jonathan Taylor is like a Saquon Barkley. He's a home run waiting to happen. He's got everything you look for. You give that offensive line and like a good quarterback, and like he's gonna have 2,000 yards at the rate he's going, right?
Yeah.
What's he going at? Like, what's the rate?
I mean, he has 850. They haven't even had their bye week yet.
He's on pace for 2,244 yards.
How many touchdowns? Because he has 12 already. 12
Pace
touchdowns.
for 26 30 touchdowns.
I mean, LT had what, 31, 32? What's
32,
what's the record? You want to
32.
You want to look that up real quick? Well,
yeah, no, I'm almost certain it's 32 touchdowns, but I'll double check.
So he can absolutely hit that. I feel like if he breaks the rushing touchdown record,
31. My bad. 31.
If he breaks the all-time rushing record, Max, he
28
needs to win
rushing
MVP.
touchdowns. 28 rushing touchdowns.
Wow.
And 31 total.
Wow. He's he's on the pace to shatter that then.
I mean, next week is the Steelers. I mean, that's not really a game. Like, are you that afraid to play the Steelers if you're the Colts? Or
no.
The week after that's the Falcons, then the Chiefs, the Texans, the Jaguars, the Seahawks. This is getting to the hairy part of their schedule. I would say that in their defense, like, hey, the Chiefs are really good. The Texans defense is
right.
We're going to talk about them later. Really good. Jaguars going to be tough. Seahawks, really good defense.
Yeah.
But let's just be real. The Colts are the best team in football right now. I don't think it's close.
They're playing the best. They're playing the best ball. Look, Daniel Jones is playing out of his mind. They have a system. I'm just very curious to see how Daniel Jones plays against some of the premier players in playoff time. Like, we all know, we come from the world, Max, of Brock Purdy's of the world and stuff like that, where it's like you need a little bit more. I'm not saying that you need a premier quarterback to win in the NFL as far as
no, but you don't just need the average. You need a little bit more than
right. That's what takes you over the top.
Like historic, you know what I mean?
So I'm curious because I do think, with all things considered, I do think Mac Jones. I do think Daniel Jones has it in him to win some of these playoff games. So I'm just curious to see. Like, I hope he doesn't fold
of games. Yeah, this next run of games, I feel like I don't expect him to just drop off the face of the earth and be like, "Oh, I forgot how to throw the football." It makes me think about when the Titans had Ryan Tannehill. Remember his magical year? They get the 1 seed, and what did he do in the playoff game? Poop the bed. 4 interceptions to the Bengals.
We're gonna
I don't really see that happening for Daniel Jones. I don't see it because this offense is not just about Daniel Jones, which, I don't want to take away from what he's doing. It's like Michael Pittman's really good. Josh Downs, Alec Pierce,
Tyler Warren,
Jelani, like Mo Alley Cox, like solid.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor. And the most important thing, the guy who's probably not getting enough credit, Shane Steichen.
Yeah.
A good coach.
Yeah.
Showing why by Anthony Richardson, unfortunately.
Yeah. Showing why
my bad for ever saying I would have started Anthony Richardson. My bad completely.
I'm gonna eat
both of our bats.
Yeah, both of our bats, because we said, what were you gonna win, like 8 games with Daniel Jones?
My bad.
They've already won 7. So
they're doing okay. Okay.
But I think you're absolutely right. After the bye week, KC, Houston, Jacksonville, Seattle, that's gonna be the real stretch where we see who this team really is. You get credit right now. You're 7-1,
4-1. If they go like 4-1, you're like, holy crap.
Yeah, I feel like right now I'm kind of on like, is this a real Super Bowl contender? Like a real problem?
Yeah, like we know they're good, but are they for real?
Right.
That's the question.
Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like they've answered it. Like they're answering it.
Mm-hmm.
And now is like the test. Like people will say, what about the Eagles? Well, the Eagles are just showing the pedigree. Like they just showed like they won the Super Bowl.
Right.
They have a lot of those guys on the team.
Yeah.
It's different for the Colts. Nobody on this team.
And on the flip side, the 2 teams behind them, Denver and New England. What year are we living in? Are we in 2007? with
Yeah, who's
Denver,
a
New
20
England, and
brother and
we're looking at our brothers and grandpa's freaking Colts and Patriots here. Like,
Patriots and Broncos. I mean, the Broncos started off the game a little rough, like typical them, and then what they do on they just smashed. RJ Harvey for the dub.
yes,
Did he
sir.
help you in the fantasy this week?
Yes, I got a chance to start him in my dynasty league, so I got a piece of the pie with his 24 points. So shout out to RJ Harvey. I do think Dobbins is still well into the mix though, but I love to see Harvey score touchdowns and flourish and show us what he can do. But Denver is an absolute problem, and I'm taking a victory lap on this. I called this. They're 6-2. Their over under, I believe, was what, 8.5, 7.5, maybe. Smashed the over. I was very confident in it. A lot of people were downing them. They started off the season 1-2. Everyone was like, "Oh, Broncos. Bo Nix is playing kind of bad." I think today they brought it all together over a Dallas defense. Bad Dallas defense, but
Yeah.
the
If your
Dallas
offense is struggling,
offense.
you want to play Dallas. You want to play Dallas's defense if you're a struggling offense.
Yeah, most definitely. And just do your job, like as we can see today. Look in Miami and Atlanta. Everyone expected Bijan to have like freaking 300 yards today. They beat the shit out of the Atlanta Falcons. So it's like
Yeah,
you can have
that's
a bad defense, but you got to go out there and do your thing on offense still.
correct. Yeah. No, correct. 100% you're right, one. I think what's really jarring for the Broncos is you look at their team and we talked about it in the trade video. They still need a number 2 receiver. Like if they could get a Chris Olave and just supercharge this, it would be like shocking. Same thing with the Patriots one. Another team that took care of business against the Cleveland Browns. Really quick, Browns fans. I'm sorry about what I'm just sorry. Myles Garrett's so good. He absolutely just, pardon my French, dicked Will Campbell all afternoon, who's had a good rookie year. But the Patriots, Drake May, just continues to impress.
Yeah.
Like really, really impressive game. I think this was a game where like the Patriots like could have lost this in years past. Like they just shoot themselves on the foot. And it's just a testament to Mike Vrabel and just the way he has his team playing.
Well, this is what, 4 weeks in a row already with Buffalo, New Orleans, Tennessee, and Cleveland. The Buffalo game was close. I would say the Saints game was kind of close too. But all these games have one thing in common to me. It always seems like second quarter, first quarter, they're like just waking up. Like Drake May's already thrown a pick. The defense is kind of giving up like a touchdown here and there. They're down 7-0 or
Yeah.
three to
No, the
ten.
Browns got out. The Browns got up on them early. It was like
Yeah.
10-3.
Carson Swessinger like had a pick, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like, and then Myles Garrett was already dominating. So I'm like, "Man, are the Patriots gonna lose here?" And it's just like Drake May just turns it on. All of a sudden, he has 3 touchdown passes, and he's hitting Kayshon Boutte and Stephon
The
Diggs,
defense
Hunter
comes
Henry,
Robert Spillane. I
Yep.
mean, the most average of linebackers has a pick on there.
But
One, if you're Cleveland though, on a side note, can you just trade Cleveland like Myles Garrett? Like I know we don't like we didn't really bring him up in the trade video. I don't know if you saw him after the game, just like God, I hate it here. Like, come on.
it's tough, man. I think they should start Shador. On a side note, I think it's time.
Oh no,
Yeah,
dude!
it's been
Whatever
time.
he's doing, unless he's drinking in the building, yeah, he could start. Like for Dylan Gabriel's not that good. I don't mean to get on a Browns rant. I only brought Myles Garrett up because we talked about the trades. The trade deadline's in a week, November 4th. How do you not listen to offers on a 29-year-old in the prime of his career still?
Yeah, it's tough.
Like if you're the Eagles, you don't like you if you're the Browns, you don't like, hey, let's get another first and second round pick to the bounty, right? Like,
Yeah.
come on.
I put him as a seller. I didn't pick Myles Garrett. I don't know if you've seen my video, but I put Denzel Ward as a
Oh
trade
no.
guy.
I don't watch anything you put out. No,
But do you like Denzel Ward getting traded?
I do. I mean, no offense. Like I know it's not the NBA and we can't just like sell the farm, so to speak. But trade Denzel Ward, trades Myles Garrett, and just start the young guys. Those guys are like the old regime when they had Baker. Those guys predate Baker, I think. Oh, Denzel got there the same year Baker was there.
Yeah.
It's time. Don't wait and get a 3rd round pick in 2 years. Help your rebuild. Help it.
I don't think they're far away. They just need to find a quarterback though, Max. That's the thing.
Yeah, Juan, they're not far away, but let's do the thing in the last 30 freaking years we haven't accomplished. Let's do that.
They got Baker.
They didn't keep him.
I know. They had something though. It was just injuries, man. They got caught up with the injuries and they got
I know.
impatient.
I totally agree. They are not that far off. Like people are talking about how does Kevin Stefanski have a job? They are not a joke. Like let me rephrase. I know they don't win games.
Yeah.
But like, can we agree? Like they're well coached. Like they're trying. They're not just like it's like a talent thing.
They're literally
like
a quarterback away.
sucks.
They're a quarterback and a receiver away. Like they could be having a little bit better receiver work, but you know
how good is Harold Fannin?
Yeah, Harold Fannin. I mean, National Tight Ends they didn't disappoint. Tucker Kraft went off today, so shout out to him. George Kittle caught a touchdown. Darren Waller reincarnated in L.A. Chargers to be exact. I mean,
Darren Waller.
Did you see the kid on Thursday night?
Why you keep calling him Darren Waller?
Because he's Darren Waller reincarnated. Have you seen the guy? Gadsden?
Because he's so big.
Bro, he's like the same prototype as Darren Waller. Athletic as hell. Are you living under a rock? Your Chargers got him.
I watched the game on mute the whole game, so I didn't hear anything they said.
Well, they didn't call him Darren Waller. I'm calling him Darren Waller.
No, I was just like, what do you mean Darren Waller? Did he get traded? No one told me. Like that wasn't on the video.
But Chargers are bounced back this week against the Vikings, so they look pretty good. I don't know who's gonna fight for this top AFC spot besides the Chiefs and Broncos. Really, do you think New England
just writing off the Chargers?
I don't think the Chargers are going to be able to do it, man.
I would say this: how do the Colts not win the number 1 seed? I'm just going to lay the plan out.
Mm-hmm.
The Colts play in the AFC South. They have Tennessee. Who they just beat. They have the Jags. They have the Texans. I would not say either of those two teams are a real contender. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Would you even say they're on par with the Chiefs or the Broncos or the Chargers?
No.
I don't see how any team in the AFC West is going to win it because they're all going to hurt each other.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is Denver's going to have a week against the Chargers and beat them, and then the Chargers are going to beat them, and then the Chiefs are going to still have to play those two teams. Like, it gets a dogfight just to win the division. The Colts are going to win this division. Like, let's not live under a rock, right? We agree?
Yeah. Do you feel the same way about New England?
No, because I think Buffalo is there, and I think they're still a young team where I can still see them kind of losing a game they should win. Like kind of like the Saints game, how it was so close. You're like, how the Saints? Like the Saints are a mess. The Saints are an absolute mess.
Yeah. Tyler Shuck got into the game through a pick.
Awesome. He looked ready. He looked ready to go. He looked horrible. Same thing with what's his name. Yeah, last week we saw Quinn Ewers like deer in headlights. But that's what happens.
Let's finish off the AFC talk. There's one big one in the room that we're ignoring. The Jets got their first win. 1-7. What an incredible comeback. Playing the analytics game.
I picked them to win the game before it started.
Really?
My dad did my picks. I'm going with the Jets. I think they got it this week. Was not believing. Did not believe for a long time.
Bad. It was looking bad.
Yeah, it did.
But hey, I love the analytics play with going for 2, down by 14. So they wound up being up by 1 point.
That play.
Really?
I hated that play. Yeah. Kick the extra point.
You're on the road.
Extra point.
You're on the road.
So what?
You got to score regardless.
There's no rule saying you can't win the game in overtime. Like if you have all that momentum like you're talking about, why risk it on one play? Like just keep going.
But you're not really risking it though.
By the way, they barely got the first one. That was so lucky.
HB pass, baby. It's all good. Breece Hall breakout party. Anyway, on a side note, how good has Joe Flacco looked? I know he didn't look good like that last quarter. Really, like the last half of the fourth quarter, but throughout the whole game, motherfucker can still play, man. He can still sleep that shit.
The Bengals defense is an absolute shit show.
Yeah,
again,
terrible. Yeah,
Justin Fields looked really good today.
Did you see his press conference?
Didn't think I'd be saying that again this year. In case anyone was wondering, I did not. What did he?
So
he said, talking about crying.
Yeah, he broke down and he said that he was crying in his closet. about all the
Yeah,
criticism.
man, you got to get out of the closet. Don't hang out in the closet, kids.
So are you
Just
buying Aaron Glenn again?
oh yeah, I'm back. I'm back on the Jets
Stop.
island. I'd still sell everyone you could. Like it's not gonna get who they play next week. This is like a prime Raiders game. Who they
Oh
play
my
next week?
God!
The
If they
Jet, the
Cleveland,
Browns.
oh,
They
they're going
could.
to the
They
bye
could.
though. Coming off the bye.
Oh, they got to buy. Oh, see, I don't like them getting a buy right here. They're playing good. This is as good as they've been all year.
Well, at least the team's not gonna go winless. All right. Every team has won a game in the NFL, so that's good. Your Giants and Eagles.
Okay.
It's Cam Scatterboo. I just want to give a RIP to my
Yeah.
boy, man. AKA
Yeah.
CTE boy, AKA Scat man. My dude, I want to thank you personally. I picked you off waivers. I had zero expectation from
Wait.
you.
How did you pick him up off
Some
waivers?
guy
You loved
dropped him
him.
after week 1. I was like, I'll pick up Scat
No.
man.
My question is, how did you not draft him?
I mean, come on.
You loved him. You loved him
He's
so
just.
much.
I drafted so many rookies. I couldn't. I had no room for him. I can't draft everyone. Okay, but I just want to thank you personally, bro. You kept me afloat. You're my RB2. You were looking so great today. Caught a touchdown pass. I mean,
I wouldn't say looking great.
He was looking
Looked
great.
okay.
He was
Had an
bowling over those Eagles defense, and
that was the real OPI that they on that one. But
the ankle injury was bad, bro. I mean, he's done for the season. It sucks. I think it shell shocked the whole Giants team because after that it was an avalanche. But
I think so too.
It
was a close
tough
game in the beginning. It was a
Yeah.
tough game. Jackson Dart. I mean, I think he continues to make plays on a weekend basis that give you hope if you're a Giants fan. This is what I was going to talk to you about. Again, RIP Cam Scatterboo. I texted my boy our boy Dar. I kind of was like, gave him a little crap because he gave me crap on Thursday, and I was like, yo, it sucked though. I was not happy to see Cam Scatterboo go down because like even if they won that game, they're not a threat to the Eagles this year. Like they're a year away, and I hope that doesn't derail his career. I was hoping the head trauma would have taken him out of the league, but I guess now we got the foot. If I was betting on things to end Cam Scatterboo's career, ankle was not really high on the list. Yeah, ankle was not high on that list. It was probably like head trauma.
Yeah.
I want to say this one about Brian Daboll and have this conversation. Is this what makes the Giants not a dumpster fire organization? And what I mean by that is how many coaches, like how many owners would have fired Daboll? Like maybe last year, start of this year. And let me ask you this: do you think he should be fired if they continue to lose, or do we all do you agree with what I see? Like, no, it's getting there. You have the guy now, the franchise quarterback. You have the superstar wide receiver. You have the superstar edge rusher. It just needs time, because I think you would agree. Let's compare it to Cam Ward. This is the worst thing for a rookie quarterback is to have their head coach fired as a rookie, right? Like so now you go into year 2 and what do you still want? You're still a rookie. We could talk about the Bears and Ben Johnson. We talk about how, hey, they scored less points this year through 8 weeks than last year, right?
Yeah.
Again, because he's a rookie quarterback. You're coming into year 2, and what do you have to learn? A whole new system.
Well, what's the alternative here? That's the way I see it. What's the alternative? Who can you get that's better than Brian Daboll? I think the list is pretty short, in my opinion. That's the thing. Is like I would say I just made the video on Cam Ward. Like I feel like there are situations where you have to fire that guy. It has to happen for the guys.
Well, no. I'm not saying you don't fire him. Like you absolutely fire Callahan. He was dog. I'm just saying it sucks when you're in that position because now, like year 2 of Cam, you're like, crap. He's got to learn all this new verbiage.
I think it's just the way it looks. It's the way it looks, though. It's the way it looks. Like,
so no,
can
my
you
question
lose
is,
games?
Though, do you think Daboll it's time, or it's no? This team's on the right track.
If they get blown out, like, and they're not competitive, yes, there is a chance he can get fired.
Well, I'm asking you, do you think the writing's on the wall that he could get fired, or you think like as it stands right now, barring like the wheels, if they just continue the pace they're going, he should stay?
Absolutely not. He should not get fired. Absolutely not. Yeah, I wouldn't fire him. Now, I think it's justifiable if you come out and you get blown out every week and you're not competitive and you can see the problem is the coaching where it's like bad management, playing the wrong players. Players are not responding, the body language on guys. You get quotes from the other team like they didn't look ready to play. They didn't look like
Yeah,
they wanted to be here. Like that's the kind of
yeah,
shit that you don't want. But if you're coming out, you're competitive every week and it doesn't really represent the scoreboard. It's more one of those things where you got to look like today. They got blown out by the Eagles. The Eagles winded up catching fire. They put them to sleep. But that first quarter, first half, really, it was a competitive game. They were sticking with
yeah.
the Eagles. That's
Absolutely.
the way it
And
needs
they
to
and they
look.
they got absolutely shafted on the tush push where they blew it dead like
And they,
super
yeah,
quick.
yeah,
Where it was a fumble. They got absolutely shafted on the PI of Darius Slayton. That was absolutely not offensive pass interference.
yeah,
They got shafted another time. I can't remember when because Dayball looked like he was going to have like a heart attack. He was so pissed off.
yeah,
But again, the Giants are headed in the right direction. Like you see the defensive line, you see what they're building. I mean, it's hard when you have no defensive backs. They're missing like 4 starters, obviously. I think that's one thing that kind of makes the Giants organization. Like I know everyone talks about they let Saquon Barkley walk. Newsflash, guys, he would not have been good last year for the Giants. Like not good. He would not have had 2,000 yards. They still would have sucked, right?
yeah,
Same thing with Daniel Jones. They needed like an infusion of talent. They needed like a fresh start for some guys. And I think that's why the Giants typically are not the big dumpster fire the Browns are or the Raiders are. No offense. Because their owner, I do think he's a good owner. Because a lot of owners, would you agree, would have fired Dayball last year and been like, no, you're not the guy.
yeah, 100%.
And have they stuck by coaches maybe a little too long with this philosophy? Yeah.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
I think the worst thing is when you just start firing. Like Juan knows it, guys. I'm not just trying to throw shots at Juan. He's seen so many heck. Let me tell you the Eagles coaches I've seen in my lifetime: Andy Reid, Chip Kelly, Doug Peterson, Nick Sirianni. Juan, would you like to answer that same
No,
question?
because it's just gonna be here. I'm gonna be here for a good 4 or 5 minutes trying to remember all the head coaches that we've had. It's gonna be
Because
a long list.
I said 4. What's that number for you?
I
You
can
think?
name I can name 5 off the top of my head: Josh McDaniels, Jack Del Rio, John Gruden, Hugh Jackson, Tony Sperano. Like the list could
The
go on.
Tom Cable,
Tom Gable,
Lane Kiffin, Dennis
Art
Allen.
Shell.
Yeah, yeah. Like when you start recycling coaches like every like other year, that's when it gets like really bad because then there's like no continuity. No one wants to be there. It's just new, new, new. And I think this is what, and you're gonna say I told you so. It's not always like that new coach smell is like like that fades really quickly when you're those organizations.
Yeah,
Like you don't even get excited anymore. Like oh great, Pete Carroll's
whatever.
here.
Yeah.
Then you have your
Yeah.
stupid Eagle fan friend try to talk you into Pete Carroll, and you're like, no, I already know better.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of you already know better, uh
Well,
Eagles, do you like the offense?
I think we're making, like I said last week, we're making strides in the right direction. The Eagles were getting under center more. The big run play to get Saquon going was a really good play, like something we haven't really done in the last 2 years. So, like I said, it's heading in the right direction. I'm still not in love with like the AJ Brown stuff. Like this is something I always look at. Like I always say, like, oh, they had 100 rushing yards. Well, 80 of them was one rush, right? So the Eagles ran the ball. If you take on Saquon's 65-yard run 32 times for 210 yards? That's really effective. Like Tanks Bigby had 9 for 104.
Right.
That's really good.
Really
So
good.
I was impressed by the run game.
Very impressed. Green Bay comes out with the win on Sunday Night Football against the Steelers. Jordan Love had a great game completion wise. Tucker Kraft, shout out to National Tight Ends Day. He went off. They're number 1 in the NFC because of a tie. They're over your Eagles, 5-1-1. Green Bay, I just feel like something's a little off because I feel like they struggled with Pittsburgh for a good portion of that game. They had a
The first
kind of
half, definitely.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I feel like all year, besides those first 2 games against Detroit and forgetting the other team that they blew out in the first 2 weeks, but besides the first 2,
Hmm.
Besides, besides the first two games of the year, Green Bay has really struggled to just like put a stranglehold on teams. I'm looking it up right now. They played the
The
Cardinals.
Commanders.
Oh, Commanders.
Commanders. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
Commanders in Detroit. So
They have these weird games where they're like we have 200 yards, they have
mhm,
20, and the score's like 7-7. You're like, what's happening? I don't
yeah,
understand. I want to say this about Michael Parsons, dude. Can you show up throughout the course of a whole game? I don't see. I feel like I don't see him make a play till the fourth or third quarter. One, do you agree with me, or am I just off the rocker?
I think
I
you're a
f-
little
I
off.
don't.
I think we're judging them a little bit too hard. I mean, I know Miles Garrett had a freaking amazing day, but it's like,
They just gave up 2 first round picks and they gave him the most money in NFL history. Like I
and
think
they're
you should
5-1 and
live
one.
up. I
And he had
agree.
a
It
great
has
game
not been
last
a
week. You're not gonna have a game winning play every single week. You're not gonna have three
No,
sacks
I
every
know
week.
that, but like to struggle with the Cardinals, to tie the Cowboys, to really fight against the Bengals, it's worrisome. And again, I feel like this was a good like fraud check for the Steelers because like we've been talking about how they have issues. Again, though, it's like a team this talented, a team we think is like very highly of. Like if they don't come out and beat the crap out of the Panthers next week, like what's wrong with you guys,
Yeah.
right?
Well, the real test comes on Monday Night Football against Philly. That's going to be a great game. That's going to be a little
Hopefully.
test level game to see where both teams are at. But
Hmm.
Green Bay's number one. They're LaFleur. They're LaFleur. They're Jordan Love. They still got a run game. Like their defense is still good. I really want them to get them like tested. I want to see them against Detroit again because I highly doubt they beat the
Yeah.
shit out of Detroit again. I think that was some week one
Well,
BS.
they're gonna go on the Eagles, to the Giants, to the Vikings, Lions, Bears, Broncos, Bears, Ravens, Vikings.
Yeah.
Let's say Baltimore somehow gets back into this thing. That's a really like Vikings, Lions, Bears, Broncos, Bears, Ravens, Vikings. That's a freaking hell like end to your season. There's not one game where you're like, okay, we got them. Like we can like that's bad, dude. That's 7 weeks to end your year against teams who are going to be fighting for the playoffs.
Yeah. Speaking of Baltimore, they get a win today. They beat the Chicago Bears. I want to talk about the Bears though. Caleb Williams today felt like he had a little what's his nickname? We had the nickname for Josh Allen with Joshy. What do we call Caleb when he plays like how the way he played this week?
I can't say it. Get canceled. Imagine that you change the C to a G1, and that would be his nickname.
Jaleb? How about we go
No,
Jaleb?
yeah, maybe. What I've seen from him is I don't know if you're getting these vibes. When there's the inkling of pressure, it's like the Jimmy G thing where he just like bad plays ensue. Do you agree?
Yeah, I know what you're
Do you
saying.
see
Like
what
he
I'm
does
talking
too
about? Like,
much.
no, I'm not saying like he can't escape and he's still like, yes, he can still make some marvelous plays. But when you like, if the pocket starts to like smush him,
Mhm.
he's gonna do a bad play. It's like that's like guaranteed at this point for me. It's like there was a play in the first half where he's getting it's like right before the half, and he's like pressuring, he's like, and he just threw the ball and grounded. I was like, that's horrible. Like, but that's what teams are gonna have to do. I mean, he's really good when he gets outside the pocket, right? Like he's really a dynamic guy. He's a good
Yeah.
runner. You can't lose this game near the Bears. Like you just can't. Knowing the division you're in, just it's really tough. I'm
Well,
not really
this
sure.
game, this game had like a, you know, it's do or die for the Ravens. It really was. Like they needed to win this game, and they got back on track. Um, in the
And like you say, one, you can't always underestimate how desperate a team is. Like they were
yes,
desperate.
yeah,
But in my head, it's like the Bears just, and then the Bears just showed me they're not ready. Because if you were ready, 5-2 would have looked really good going into week, rather than 4-3. Like that's how important this game was. Like you could really put like a stranglehold on your future.
yeah. Absolutely. But Caleb in the offense struggled, and I don't care I don't even know what he threw for today, but
Two two 285, which I was like, that seems really high.
he had
But
that
then,
one
like, remember
play like that they
the
were down
DJ
by
Moore.
the two.
Yeah, I was like, game's over. And
Yeah.
he threw like an unbelievable ball to DJ Moore. And I was
And
like,
that's the Caleb you're gonna get. You're gonna get the terrible throw and then like the oh my god throw. It's just, man, I just wish he can like even through during these wins, I feel like I'm always flip flopping on this motherfucker, bro. Like I hate what I see sometimes. It's just it gets me annoyed.
if
It's
I
just
told you 2 years ago, hey, week 8 or week 7 or whatever of the second year of his career, he'll be the third best quarterback in that draft class, would you believe me?
no, no. I
Now,
remember you saying that there
is he?
wasn't no middle. I feel like there's a middle with him because I remember I asked you. I was like, what is it for him? Is it just like superstar bust, or can you meet in the middle? You're like, there is no middle with him. He's either going to be a superstar or an absolute bust. I feel like we're going in the territory
Yeah.
of like middle.
And by
Like,
the way, I said the third, maybe the fourth. Bo Nix, Drake May, Jaden Daniels. I know Jaden Daniels has struggled this year with injuries and all
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I still like what I saw from Jaden Daniels. I'm not going to punt on him after a little bit of
right,
struggles.
yeah,
It's
absolutely.
it's un it's a really missed opportunity for the
It's
Bears, and I agree with you. I
it's frustrating.
there's no read on Caleb Williams right now. You can't be like he's really good or he's really bad.
I
It's like
wouldn't have thought Max in his second year, 8 games in, we still don't have a good like
you don't know where
indicator
you
on him.
stand on the guy.
Right.
And that's what I talk about with like the Jimmy G stuff in the Tua, where I'm like that's not a play a quarterback makes, right? Like you're not like if you're this caliber quarterback, you don't make that play. You
No.
don't miss this throw. I think the Bears fumbled the bag today, and I think the Falcons did. If you want to do a little
Let's do the
snippet on the
Falcons.
Falcons,
I absolutely. I know they had a lot of injuries
is this
today.
a fireable offense? No. What injury did they have other than Kirk Cousins, who you gave
Drake
$50 million to?
Drake London was also out, so they had no
Okay.
receiver.
Yep.
But it's just inexcusable. You can't.
Okay. Thank
I
you.
get losing. Honestly, I get losing.
Yeah. No. Cool. You can't get smashed.
They got their
Like
ass kicked.
this was Khabib and Connor levels of smash. Like they took you down to deep waters and held you down and tried to drown you.
Yeah, like you let Tua,
Who was hurt on the defense?
nobody.
What?
They let
What?
Tua, who just had one of his worst games of his career, bounce back, throw 4 touchdowns on you guys, and then to top it all off, everyone, Rico Dowdle, like Brees Hall, everyone has been running on this Miami defense. Rush yards. You got Bijan Robinson. I'm a big fantasy guy. Everyone expected Bijan Robinson to go off for 200. The man didn't even hit a freaking 100 yards today. I don't even think he scored.
He didn't hit
Absolutely
25.
locked. Absolutely
And then
locked.
here to make the Kirk Cousins thing look even better, he just played so ass. Like how ass was Kirk Cousins today? I don't know who Lotto that level of ass. He was just ass, BBL levels.
Yeah, straight cheeks. He was straight cheeks today. And look, I agree. It's a fireable offense. This is what I was been. What did I say? What did I say
They're
in the
3-4.
I know, but what
How
did
the
I
hell are they
fucking
3?
say? What did I say about the Falcons in our preview? I said this team has so much capabilities as far as being number 1 seed. This team is really good. The coaching really does bring this team down.
Hold on. They lost 30-0 in week 3 to the Panthers. We have 2 fireable offenses on the books.
Yeah.
If they go into New England next week and get smashed, is it time?
Man, they got a tough schedule. Fuck. But
New
it's so
England
weird. It's
in
so weird because they might. What if
Indianapolis?
they win it? It's gonna save them. It's gonna
Dude,
save them.
I'm done. I'm out on the Falcons.
I'm out too. I'm done. Look, because you can even argue like they shouldn't have lost the San Francisco game either.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They suck.
Yeah, San Francisco got beat up today from a Houston team who their defense is fucking amazing. I'm just gonna put that on the side note. Their defense is legit, but the Houston offense, I mean, it's still anemic. They were playing with Hutchinson today. Shout out to my boy Jalen Noel. Just on a
Yeah,
side note,
look,
looked really
they
good.
they had some moments as an offense today, but overall the defense won them the game,
Yeah.
and it just makes the Niners look like when's this coming down?
Today, I think finally a team was like, "Hey, you're not beating us with Christian McCaffrey. It's not going to happen."
Yeah, 8 for 25,
Yeah.
8 for 25.
It's not gonna
They
we're gonna he's gonna
dude,
make some splash plays, but he's not gonna beat us. He is not gonna
Mac
fucking
Jones
dominate.
was getting teed off on. They were hitting the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Again, I think it's a really good win for the Texans. It's crazy to think the Texans and the Falcons have the same record when the Texans have looked bad for what 6 out of the 7 weeks, and the Falcons have looked good for like 4 of the weeks, and they still didn't come away with the win.
And this was a
It's a
great
joke.
opportunity for the Falcons, man. Like they had an easy schedule. Like Sam after that big Buffalo win, it was like you get a win against Frisco, Miami, you're sitting really pretty. You're keeping up with the Bucks at that point. But now it just gets tougher. You get New England, Indianapolis, you get
Dude,
Carolina again. Like
they're 6-2. The Bucks. They're 3-4. I don't, and they already beat you. I don't know how you even get
yeah,
back in
they're
the
done.
division.
They're done in the division. I tell you that much. Absolutely
I'd
done.
agree with you.
Because
I would agree with you.
because the Bucks, I feel like they're ready to go. Like they have a bunch of injuries, but they still keep on winning. They handle business. That's a team that handles business. Tampa
They're
Bay
not. Do they
Buccaneers.
play tomorrow? The Bucks.
No, they played today. They beat the Saints.
Oh, they beat the Saints. Sorry, I
Yeah,
totally just blanked on that game because it was such an ass kicking.
yeah. Those afternoon games were freaking terrible. But I think that anything on Dallas? Anything you got to say on Dallas?
No, no. The offense is good. The defense is bad.
I think
Bills,
that's
same thing. Good,
yeah.
good way to get back on the horse. No, I think we hit it all. I'm just looking through it all. Yeah, no, we hit it all.
Yeah.
Uh, I have a proposition. I think we should turn Lakers corner into NBA corner,
Let's do
and
it.
because we're only 42 minutes in,
Yeah.
I think we should both weigh in on the gambling scandal. Not the specifics of it,
Mhm.
but if you have anything interesting to say about it, or what are your take?
My take is, number one, I don't think it's a big deal. As crazy as that sounds, I know the FBI is involved, and people are going to jail and stuff. And I know they already got out, but they had them in handcuffs. This is what's gonna happen when you have gambling in the NBA. When you have gambling in sports, uh, they're not the only ones. They're not the first ones, and this is not going to be the last time that this happens. I feel like the FBI and whatever gambling agency caught sniff of this and cracked down on it. Good job, because this is what you have to do. If you're going to have gambling in sports, you're going to have to drop the hammer on certain guys, and you're going to have to make examples out of people. And I feel like Damon Jones and Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier,
I want to say
they're
this:
being made of an example of.
what Terry Rozier did was very different than what the other two guys did. Running illegal card games and then cheating in the card games while you're money laundering for the mob is a little different than just saying my foot hurts. I'm gonna just go under for 200K. That's a little different. What I will say is I do think the reason we hear it in basketball, and for football, we heard Isaiah Rodgers was betting on other games, not the Colts games. I think what
Deschamps
makes it
Booty
a little bit,
bet on games too. It was in college, but he
yeah,
got
like
caught too.
200,000, like, yeah, like, what do you have, like 400,000 bets, which
Yeah,
is
it was
just
a lot. It
unbelievable.
was a lot, bro.
Yeah, definitely got to go to Gambling Anonymous. Uh, I think why I think it's a bigger deal in basketball is because you can control the outcome of basketball. One player can really determine the outcome of a basketball game a lot more than the NFL, with the exception of the quarterback. If you have a quarterback who bet the under, like you're lock him up like Adam Sandler in Longest Yard. Because like let's say Brock Purdy or Lamar bet the under, and he was like, I'm gonna just like throw picks today, which I don't think it'll ever happen in the NFL. But in the NBA, like, yeah, Terry Rozier's like, oh, we're playing a bad team. I can fake an injury. We can make 200K easy. I think that part is a little like troublesome and worrisome. But like you said, you invite gambling into the hen house. Like you invited a wolf into your hen house. Don't be surprised that the wolf ate a chicken. you did this. The NBA wanted the money, and I think we're going to see how this plays out moving forward. I mean, you would have thought Michael Porter's brother would have scared everybody off because they caught his ass. I mean, we probably won't see anything for a long time. I would say that. I just want to say this is another strike against Adam Silver being a shitty commissioner that no one ever wants to talk about.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of ruining the sport of basketball more than anything else. That being said, it's not surprising. I agree with you. I do agree.
Not
And like you said,
surprising at all. And maybe I
they
got
caught it.
the facts wrong, but I could have sworn that Chauncey. I understand he had the card games, but I'm pretty
Oh yeah,
sure.
but he's also like doing the insider info, like, oh, LeBron's
Right.
not playing tonight.
Like kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
Damon
yeah.
Jones. Damon Jones told
Yeah,
his homies
absolutely. Yeah,
about
no,
LeBron
they did
sitting
a lot of
out.
crap.
So
By the way, the fact that an NBA head coach was doing this is really bad. Like,
yeah,
that's pretty fucking crazy.
yeah.
I know you were like, it's
Chauncey, out
not
of
that
all
big a
people,
deal. What I don't get is like, you don't have enough money, but
I
I
don't
guess
think
it's
it's
just
about
for the
that.
thrill.
I don't.
It's just like the thrill. It's like the
No,
thrill,
I
the
don't think it's
power.
about that because
What is it? What else could it be about?
I think it's about putting people on, having people tied to you that necessarily don't really make money. So it's like, let me put my homeboy on, let me put my cousin on, let me put whatever, let them eat. Like, hey, here's a little
Maybe.
snippet because they have the money. I think people who are thinking like, oh, they're doing
I
it
mean,
to make a quick
you just
buck.
surrounded yourself by people who are gonna watch, are gonna watch you fail and go to jail. Then, like, you just surrounded yourself
Right.
by someone. No, like if you were in the league and I was your homeboy, I wouldn't be like, hey, Juan, like, fake an injury, give me $100,000. Like, no.
Right. But some people they think they can get away with it, which they were getting away with it. And I think it's one of those things where Chauncey and Terry Rozier and Damon Jones are maybe thinking, I only told one person. Who else did you guys tell? And it's like,
Yeah.
one person turns into like thousands, and you see that spike on a specific prop, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Why is everyone betting the under on Terry Rozier? Like, what is
I
going
think
on?
the one aspect that people might not talk about is the seed of doubt it creates in a lot of other arenas. I think it takes away from the integrity of the NBA because
Yeah.
now people are going to see like a weird outcome, right? Like let's say Denver's the 2 seed and they're playing the Clippers who are the 7 seed, and somehow the Clippers just like have one of those magical runs, and now some guy's going to go, well, maybe someone on Denver just was like, yo, I know about something, and there's a bet. Again, I think that's where the danger lies in the integrity of the sport, which obviously the integrity is at its all-time low. Not an all-time low, but an all-time low for my lifetime in the NBA with the gambling and stuff.
Yeah.
I know we had the ref who was betting on games.
That's worse.
That's a fact.
I think
that's
that's
a fact.
1000% worse.
I agree. I do agree in that aspect because he was controlling playoff games and stuff like that. We don't know how far this goes. We don't know all the ins and outs of it. But the NBA's definitely got a problem, and hopefully they clean it up. And I hope the players don't bet. Like, you can go bet on anything else. Why bet on the NBA?
Yeah, like I said, I'm glad that the FBI came into place, and they're gonna drop the hammer, and they're gonna be made of an example of. You would think that the Porter kid was made of an example and kind of scared everyone, but it didn't.
Apparently
they're not gonna be the only ones. I feel like it happens in the NFL. We don't know. It could be some third string, fourth string freaking lineman, and they're like, "Hey, I heard Michael Penix was gonna be out before anyone else knew. Give a little heads up, And it's like that. I feel like that shit happens every single day, But
well, I mean, the same way like congressmen own stocks and companies, like they make laws about.
Yeah.
No way. Congressmen lining their politicians lining their pockets. No, not in America.
Yeah. But on a side note, the Lakers are gonna not be a good team this year. I know they beat Sacramento today. Shout out to Austin Reeves, AR-15.
Really? That's your takeaway? Not that
they're not gonna be that good. They're not gonna be good.
I was already picking out my spot where I would camp for the championship parade.
Oh yeah, good luck with that. They don't play no kind of defense. They don't play no kind of defense.
What team does one? What teams
the good
like,
teams?
Hey, you're
the
not
great teams
in today's NBA?
Yeah.
Stop it. Absolutely stop.
Denver don't play D.
I bet money if I go look right now, Denver gave up more than 100 points a game last year. Nobody playing defense like your
Okay, but
daddy's
come on though.
Lakers.
Come on though. The Lakers
We're
don't.
not going to be a great defensive team. We're not. I agree
Are
with
you
you.
drinking
But
the
the same,
Laker Kool-Aid? Let me find out.
we were like a 6th seed. We were like a 5th seed last year. We can't be that bad. We're not falling off a cliff. Bro, we fleeced them. We got Luka. It's still an awful trade. I don't care. They can have Cooper Flag. He
They
can do
broke
shit this year,
even.
Luka.
They broke even, dog. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, they cheated on that one. Yeah, like that wasn't rigged. Come on.
But I don't think the Lakers are going to be all that good as far as being
What's
a special
not that
team.
good?
They're going to be the 8th, 7th seed, maybe a play. They're going to definitely be a play-in game.
I'll bet you $100 right now they're not a play-in team. They are
really.
They're going to get a seat. $100. Be a man.
I'll bet 50.
You wuss. Nah,
I'll bet 50.
hundreds.
I'll bet 50.
$100.
I'll bet 50.
$100.
No, because
$100.
I can't bet against Luka. Luka will probably get him to the.
You're betting 50, ho?
Yeah, but like it could be the difference between the freaking 6th and 7th. Come on, that's like a game, half game at times.
Be a man.
Nah, straight. Good. Be a man. Bet
$50 then, ho.
All right, 50. Virtual handshake. Put it in the screen. In the screen, asshole.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, you have to bleep that out? Sorry.
No, you're good. All right. Anything else on the NBA or the Lakers, Max? Wemby, MVP?
Who?
Wemby?
Oh, I've been saying that. I was saying that before the year, even though I don't even really care about the NBA. Wemby is getting me back into the NBA because he is a unicorn.
He is. The only thing is he's only going to play like 50 games. You know that, right?
No. He
going to play all 82?
He's never been hurt. He's never been hurt in the NBA.
He was just hurt last year.
He had a blood clot in his lung. He didn't sprain his ankle on a fucking.
I mean, he still missed the game though. Come on.
Oh, I guess Ricky Pearsall's injury prone because he got shot.
Low key.
Yeah,
he's hurt right now. He's hurt right
brother. This is not the same. Getting a blood clot in your lung is not the same as getting like a.
Brian Robinson.
So Anthony Davis is in. So same lump up Victor and Anthony Davis, who gets hurt. You know, his back, falls on his shoulder. He's out.
I'm not saying that, Max. Just FYI, I'm messing with you as far as him being injury prone. I don't think he's injury prone. I don't think he's gonna play 82 games because they're gonna player management him.
Like he plays 70. He's 21. Who's 21? What the fuck you need a player management a 21-year-old?
New NBA, dog. This is the NBA. Soft. NBA
You're right.
Soft, boys. That's the way it is.
Soft,
the only
like
guy
Tom
that really
Aspinall.
plays every game is like Jokic. That's really the only guy.
I mean, how could he? There's no way that guy could ever get a major injury. Like, he's so unathletic. Tell me one unathletic player to get seriously hurt ever.
Yeah, it's rough.
I remember
Sean Livingston?
Derek Fisher. He was athletic when he got hurt. No, he don't count.
You don't
see Andre. No, he was athletic when he got hurt.
He was.
It's like saying,
injury derailed.
Did Andre Miller ever get hurt?
I think Mike Miller got hurt a couple of times with his foot.
Yeah. He's dummy athletic in his prime.
Kyle Korver?
Never got hurt.
I get you. We'll see. You know how I feel about the management shit. I feel like not everyone plays 82 games. It's really hard to find that.
They don't even play hard.
Yeah. Anything else, Max? I think we're good.
I got shafted by the UFC this weekend because Tom Aspinall got poked in the eye, and I was pissed.
Damn, you lose a bet? Or are you just mad at the outcome?
I paid $60 for the card, and then the main event, he got poked in the eye round one and couldn't fight.
Bro, get with the times. Get that shit illegally. You're still paying for fights?
Nah. I paid for this one because I was watching it with somebody. I had people over and stuff. I didn't want to. You weren't invited because you don't like UFC because you're a hoe. But I don't want to take the money out of the fighters' pockets.
Oh my god, get the fuck
That's
out
why
of
I
here.
don't illegally
Buy that shit
download
illegally.
music. That's why I don't download music illegally or pornography.
That's a fucking lie. That last one especially. Anyway.
Porno platinum. Jerkmate ranked.
Anyway, oh my goodness, Max. I swear, the day that freaking YouTube actually watches our videos to see if we're actually telling the truth about monetization, we're fucked. I tell you that much.
I honestly can't think of two things I said. Oh, you didn't even tell them the story about last week.
What? What happened last week?
As soon as we got done with the podcast, Juan was like, "Yeah, I probably got to clean up like 12 f bombs from you." I
Oh
was like,
yeah.
"No more than 3." And you like want to make a bet? I was like, "Yeah, probably less than 10." It was like 12
Yeah.
in like 3 minutes.
Max
That
let
was
them
bad.
let them fly last week. Anyway, that's gonna do it, guys. Shout out to UFC. Shout out to the NBA. Shout out to the NFL. Max, stop paying for UFC fights. It's wrong. I need you to get on those illegal websites. I hate to see
Dana,
you struggle.
don't worry, they're
Fuck
gonna be
Dana
free
White.
next year.
Anyway,
Dana,
make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to like the video, comment down below, all that good stuff. We got some midweek videos.
pay for our content, please.
Yeah, we got midweek video coming out. Stay tuned for that. We're gonna be talking some MVP talk. So we appreciate you guys rocking with us. Until next time, we out. Peace.
Big dreams, everything ain't what it seems. Glittering gold, both ways. Not on my team. This organic, we don't buy